ladies and gentlemen, this bout, tag team action, 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing the team on my left, at 240 pounds out of Detroit, Michigan, the Black Panther. His partner out of West Memphis, Arkansas, at 247 pounds, he is Bruce Dean. And their opponents, the AWA Tag Team Champions of the world. Here they come into the ring area now, introducing first at 275 pounds, representing the Republic of Germany, Clawmaster Baron von Raschke. And his partner at 254 pounds, the wrestler that made Milwaukee famous. He certainly needs no introduction. The one, the only, the Crusher. 2 out of 3 falls. Your referee, Sidebuster, Kenny J. Down to you, Rod Trongard.
Hello again, everybody. Rod Trongard at ringside, along with Steve Lisowski, as you have the Baron and Bruce Dean. With an arm drag takedown by Baron von Raschke, all 275 pounds of him. The Baron and the Crusher, the tag team champions of the world.
Did you see that arm drag takedown there, Rod? I tell you, the Baron, he was watching those amateurs. How about those amateurs? 2 of the top kids in the United States today, and we had them right here on our show.
Jimmy Martinez and Dalen Washman. Elbow smash here by the Black Panther, which the Baron doesn't like at all. Goes to the corner, and the Crusher has a greeting for him. And in comes the man who made Milwaukee famous.
How about that Crusher? I tell you, here's a guy, he can still bench press 400 pounds. He can still carry 2 18-gallon kegs on his shoulders, and he still likes to go out and mess it up with all these guys. I tell you, the Crusher, I can remember watching the Crusher wrestle a long time ago. He was one of the greats then. He is still one of the greats. He is actually a physical fitness nut. He just has to stay in shape.
A very amazing specimen. The Crusher out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Back in, Bruce Dean.
I tell you, a guy like the Crusher, you won't see too many scientific moves from him. But if they had an Olympic competition for bar broom ballin', he'd win the gold medal every time.
I'm sure. Oh, there's the souffle as Bruce Dean goes up and over.
Crusher got a little excited from watching the amateurs, too.
Yes, indeed. The Baron with the headlock on Bruce Dean. Going back over to the corner now with the Black Panther, and they both go to work on Baron von Raschke.
This is the only kind of strategy that's going to work against these 2 guys. I tell you, you got to get them in the corner, get the referee's back turns. You got to do the damage behind the referee. They're not going to out-wrestle him.
Bruce Dean eye gouging. Dean now with a tag. Forearm smash by the Black Panther, who pays the price as he took a knee to the midsection from Baron von Raschke.
Looked like Crusher wanted to come in and do some refereeing there, too.
The backbreaker here by the Baron. A smile of satisfaction crosses his face. The knee drop by Baron von Raschke out of the Republic of Germany. And this is the atomic drop. And that rearranges things, Steve-O.
Well, I tell you, you got all the pressure coming down on those discs and the vertebrae, and you try to compress them, and I tell you, you get nerves, muscles caught in between there. It can be very painful. It can almost numb the entire back area.
Chinlock here by Baron von Raschke.
Look out, he's getting too close to the ropes.
Kenny Shotbuster J has the Baron break the hold, and the Baron does.
I tell you, the Baron and the Crusher, they're a hard one to break their rhythm. They really don't have a wrestling rhythm. They just go in and whatever they can get, they just grab a hold of and wear you down. Look at the good tag team strategy here. Keep your opponent on the other half of the ring. Don't get him on the half of the ring that's closest to his corner. Keep him on the corner closest to you.
The Crusher working on the left knee of Bruce Dean, a 247-pounder from West Memphis, Arkansas. Now a step over toe hold with tremendous pressure on the ankle. A twist here.
Look at how thick the Crusher is. I tell you, the guy's just all muscle.
Dean grabbing a hold of the trunks of the Crusher. Hey!
How's that for quickness? I tell you, the Crush stays in shape. He does a lot of bicycling. He does cross-country skiing in the winter. And, of course, his daily routine in the bar.
The Crusher, and he has Mr. Dean meet the Black Panther just in case they have not done so before. Across the ring goes Dean, into the knee of the Baron. The tag team champions working extremely well here together. Tremendous teamwork. Von Raschke with a whip. Ooh, the knee to the midsection.
I tell you what that accomplishes right there is you hit the man in the solar plexus or a little bit lower. You take the wind right out of him. A cradle. Raschke too close to the ropes. The referee's going to make him break the hold, and rightfully so.
The Black Panther comes in and fires a boot at Baron Von Raschke, and now Dean going to work with his right hand on the Baron. Forearm smashes. Being warned by referee Kenny J. The Panther checks in and puts a headlock on Baron Von Raschke.
If they're going to be successful, I mean, Dean and the Panther, they're going to have to stay on the Baron. Don't give him a chance to catch his breath. But if I know the Baron, you're just making him mad now. Look at that. Behind the referee's back.
Dean.
Don't give him a chance.
Now the Black Panther with a headlock. Baron Von Raschke is going to stand for this nonsense only so long. There's just no two ways about that. And this could be the beginning of it right here and now. Look at that back body drop. Baron Von Raschke tagging off, and in comes the Crusher. As the Black Panther also tagged off. Well, if he hadn't, Bruce Dean ushered in a very unceremonial-like way by the Crusher. He has every tactic known to man. That knee was right in the middle of the back of Bruce Dean. Oh, the elbow right to the jaw of Dean.
That was the 50-ton megaton. I think the other one's the 100-ton megaton.
Dean paying the price. Now the Crusher wants the Black Panther in, and in he comes.
What a tune-up for these two right here. I tell you, the key that they have going for them to their success is going to be their unpredictability. You can't write a book on the Crusher and Baron Von Raschke. Every situation's different, and they're going to be coming up to the task from any challengers.
They have
Two
not
tougher
been
wrestlers
together.
you won't find.
They haven't been together all that long, but they certainly have worked out long and hard, and that shows. And, of course, the fact that they are the tag team champions of the world indicates how well the two have adapted to each other.
This is really turning into a workout for these two guys, too. I tell you, they've been in control 90% of this match.
Von Raschke with the snapmare, and then a knee to the middle of the back. That'll rearrange it for you. You heard the Crusher's right hand meet the body of the Black Panther. Hard body slam. The Baron setting up his man, that being the Black Panther. There's the right hand, the Irish whip, and the claw.
The only way the Panther can get out of this is make it to the ropes.
The vice-like grip of Baron Von Raschke, and enough, says referee Kenny Sodbuster J. The fall going to the tag team champions, the Crusher and Baron Von Raschke. There they are. Ready to go with the second fall. The Black Panther in with Baron von Raschke. The Black Panther had some words for you, Steve-O, between falls.
Well, the Black Panther, well, first of all, he was complaining to the referee about the use of the fist and the crusher and the Baron, and then he wanted to challenge some Boy Scouts we've got here, and then he challenged me. I tell you, Rod, I thought he was coming after you next.
I'm glad I have you here at my side. Bruce Dean being worked over by the Baron, who tags off with the crusher. Crusher wants to make short work out of this second fall. He has some unfinished business that he wants to attend to.
Yeah, he said the ice is melting on the bear.
He's afraid somebody else is going to drink it for him.
Look at that elbow, right on the chin.
This one may be short-lived indeed. The crusher rams the head of Bruce Dean into the knee of Baron von Raschke. Oh my, that back body drop.
He's winding up. In comes the stopper. The relief pitcher is here. The game is over.
The polo is on its way. Here it is. Oh! The cover by the crusher, and 1 and 2 and 3, and indeed, fall number 2 is a short fall as Bruce Dean cannot withstand the punishment of Baron von Raschke and the crusher. The tag team champions of the world take it 2 falls in a row.
Turn the lights out. The party's over.
All right, fans, Ken Resnick back with you, and if you've been up north fishing, if you haven't read the papers, listen to this. Wally Carbo's new era in professional wrestling has arrived on the scene here in the Twin Cities in the form of, for the first time ever, a 20-man battle royal, $100,000 to the winner. And listen to some of the names already entered. 498-pound Abdullah the Butcher, 307-pound King Kong Brody, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Dick the Bruiser is back, the great Wilbur Snyder, 7-time world champion Harley Race, the Blackjacks, Big Bad Bob Duncombe, Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell, the Fabulous Ones, Baron von Raschke, the Crusher. I can't believe it. It's a who's who of wrestling.
I can't believe this 100 grand when Wally Carbo says a new era is coming. He meant new era. The top wrestlers in the whole world. I never see so many top wrestlers in one ring at one time. This is like the Super Bowl of football and the World Series of baseball combined in one. And I'll tell you right now, I win that 100 grand. I'm going to have the biggest saloon. I'm going to put it right between St. Paul and Minneapolis, and all the wrestling fans are going to come there. We're going to put our belts up there. But before I win the 100 grand, or Baron, I'm going to get rid of Nick Hoodwinkle, Jerkwinkle. When I heard that Greg got hurt, I volunteered. I called him up. I said, Greg, if you ain't able to make that match, I'll take your place and get rid of that bum once and for all. How about that, Baron?
Das ist richtig, $100,000. That's over 200,000 Deutschmarks. We're going to go out, we're going to fight, we're going to try to win. It's the most dangerous kind of match. Over the top rope to the floor. Some of the biggest, roughest, toughest men in the world in the ring. 20 of them, can you imagine that? $100,000. That's what we're after, and that's all the
Fans, perhaps the biggest bombshell ever to hit the world of professional wrestling. Stay with us. We'll be back.
6 championship class matches will happen before the 20-man battle royal. Yes, the first time ever, a 20-man battle royal. $100,000 to the winner. On that card will be 498-pound Abdullah the Butcher, 320-pound King Kong Brody, 300-pound American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the only bruiser, Great Wilbur Snyder, 7-time world champion Harley Race, Blackjack Mulligan, King Kong Brody, Big Bad Bob Duncombe, the Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell, the Crusher, the Baron, plus many more. Don't miss it.